What's good, YouTube, man? It's your boy, T. And yeah, we back with another Michael Jeffrey Jordan, man. Y'all been going crazy on him. Y'all rock with him, and I'll rock with him. You feel me? So we gonna do some more videos on him. Now, this video say 5 times Michael Jordan sought revenge. It's a nice and quick little video. Now, let's watch it together. If you like these type videos, drop a like, subscribe, come back tomorrow for more. Get down in the comments and suggest what you would like to see. But without further ado, get into it. They got a
There's
little
nothing top of the world
movie
when you
joint at
tick
the
him
beginning.
off, or
I'm
certainly
not
has
really
had
rocking
his
with that.
fair share of that experience. When you tick him off or provoke him in any way, he turns psychotic. Once you poke the bear, it's too late. You better believe he's going after you.
You
Right.
motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you. I'm the man up in this piece. King Kong ain't got shit on me.
So sit back and relax as we go through some of the best Michael Jordan revenge stories. Contrary to popular belief, Jordan does have the ability to get along with his opponents. He didn't feel like being intense all the time. Playing golf was his go-to off-the-court activity and didn't mind
Right.
if a player wanted to tag along. But that hospitality wasn't fooling Jeff Van Gundy. Van Gundy said that MJ would befriend his opponents, making them think that he's a nice guy, just to gain a competitive advantage.
His way is to befriend them, to soften them
mind
up,
trick.
make them feel like he cares about them, and then he goes out there and physically tries to destroy them.
And if Van Gundy thought that he could get away with that without any consequences, he was wrong. He made those comments the day before his New York Knicks were about to play the Chicago Bulls, and the next morning, his quotes were all over the Chicago newspaper, and that's when Jordan saw what he said, and that only gave him extra motivation to go out there and destroy. It was January 21st, 1997,
goodness.
Knicks visiting Chicago. Once the ball was thrown up in the air, it was time for some sweet revenge. Michael had a personal vendetta for Van Gundy.
They shot less than 40%.
Pick it.
Jordan
It's
gets his
easy. You
first
can't
one.
guard me.
I think he felt he got pushed a little bit.
Good pass. Yeah, get on that rim, big fella.
Michael Jordan with the assist, and then he glanced over at the New York bench at Jeff Van Gundy. Fourth quarter, 1:10 to go. Jordan in the
Fade or
post
need
over
'em.
Houston.
It's easy. He laughing at you.
Joying with Jeff Van Gundy.
Jordan was cursing at Jeff Van Gundy during the entire game.
Jordan with 49.
What?
Jordan now has 51.
We find out he called him a
And he is screaming
BAN.
at Jeff Van Gundy.
MJ ended the game with 51 points, doing exactly what he planned to do. He was unstoppable, but he wasn't done yet.
that what he-
It was said that immediately after the game, he ran to find Jeff Van Gundy once again and continued to curse him out in the tunnel. Then
What?
Van Gundy tried to backtrack what he said during a post-game interview.
What's that now? I couldn't hear you.
Regret saying some of the things throughout the course of the week about Michael Jordan.
I didn't say anything this week about him.
What did you say to him after that last basket?
Some choice words.
Can you give us a clean version? No.
Now you would think that George Karl would learn from Van Gundy's mistake, considering this
Let me find out, Van Gundy, the reason that the MJ be torching the Knicks like that. Let me find out, bro. You gotta ask Patrick Ewing. He'll know. He got tortured by Jordan his whole life. He don't know nothing but getting tortured by Jordan in the league. That's all he know. Getting his shit beat off the backboard, you know what I mean? Getting dunked on, all type of shit. That's really crazy, bro. He was cussing out the coach after the game. He like, boy, what the fuck? What's wrong with you, boy? Trying to call me out on my tactics? I really do this now. I'm finna get in your ear. What you talking about?
matchup was
Funny.
only 1 week after that Knicks game.
You know, a few weeks ago, Knicks coach Jeff Van Gundy, in effect, called Michael Jordan a con man. He reacted with a 51-point game. Well, this week, as you've seen in the pregame, George Karl said Michael Jordan was playing as if he didn't want to get hurt. I asked Michael about that, and he said George Karl is just playing mind games.
As you just heard right there, earlier that week, as George Karl's Supersonics were getting ready to face the Bulls, he said,
okay, that make more sense why he said that. He said Jordan don't want to play. He playing like he don't want to get hurt. And he coached the Supersonics. Gary Payton be hacking like shit. Of course, I don't want to get fouled by this hacking ass dude.
that Michael Jordan basically became a jump shooter in order to avoid getting hurt while driving to the hoop. And he went on to say that Jordan changed his game because he could no longer fly to the basket for dunks, and that he was holding back in order to protect himself in the later stages of his career. The air has gone out of Jordan's game, and Michael did not hesitate to quickly respond. Quote, "I'm not scared to go anywhere on the court. When teams give me the jump shot, I'll take it. If they take away the lanes, I'll go for the jump shot." And Ron Harper had some advice for Karl. If I was Coach Karl, I'd be quiet. To say anything about Michael's game is ridiculous. Even though Michael did get his point across verbally, you know he wasn't finished with George Karl yet.
Nah, he not done.
It was February 1st, 1997, about 8 months after the Bulls defeated Seattle in the 96 finals. And right out of the gate, instead of falling for the trap and driving to the basket like Coach Karl wanted, Jordan did the exact thing Karl was talking about: shoot multiple jump shots. MJ was on fire, even shooting a half-court shot right in front of George Karl.
No way. This nigga is cold, bro.
Such an amazing distance. I think George Karl would have rather seen him drive to the basket than take that.
You see Coach face?
Jordan
Go back, bro.
George Karl.
He like, man, I hate this dude, bro. Like, I in his head. Now he, shit. I don't know who y'all used to say back then. I was about to say Steph Curry, but he couldn't have been Steph Curry back then. Who the fuck y'all used to say that could shoot? Somebody let me know in the comments. When somebody can shoot real good, who y'all say? Larry Bird? I don't know.
Such an amazing distance.
My fault, old head.
Would have rather seen him drive to the basket than take that jump shot.
Jordan continued to dominate with his jump shot all night long, making Coach Karl feel stupid for ever opening his mouth.
Coach Karl had made the comments
he feel out of place right now.
Too much of a jump shooter. Well, here's
he out there killing my young guys.
Over Hersey Hawkins, and just a little look over towards the bench and backing up, just saying, "There's your jump shot."
Eventually, it was getting ridiculous. Jordan could not be stopped, as he ultimately ended the game with 45 points.
Oh my God, like everybody gets 40, 50?
Trying not to be hurt. Was that motivation for you today?
You know, I think Karl, what he's saying is, more or less trying to get me to go to the hole. I'm gonna shoot for you today. You know, I think
what? Look at the stat line, bro. He only missed 9 shots. He took all jumpers and made them. He like, nigga, I don't need free throws and I don't need to drive. I can do what I want. Y'all is garbage. I'm the, you know what I mean? I'm Jeffrey. Did you forget? I'm Jeffrey. I'm Jeffrey, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, lock in. That's what he had to tell him. I feel you, Mike. Okay. Mike one of them, bro. Mike one of them.
What he's saying is, more or less trying to get me to go to the hole. I'm going to shoot my jump shot. Defense will give me the jump shot. I'm going to take it. If they want to let me go to the hole, open up the lane. I go to the hole.
After the game, Ron Harper commented again, saying, "I'm surprised the coaches don't learn. Every time they say something about Michael, it hurts their team." Well, this next coach, John Calipari, actually did learn to keep quiet. He saw what happened to the last 2 coaches and wanted none of that. We all are aware that MJ and the '98 Bulls were determined to complete their second three-peat, and their first opponent in the 98 playoffs were the New Jersey Nets, with John Calipari as their head coach. The first 2 games of the series were close, but Chicago found a way to get both victories, and they only needed to win 1 more game to sweep the Nets. Since this was back when the first round was the best of 5, New Jersey went into Game 3 believing that they had a great chance to win this one, considering they were so close to winning the other 2 games. But when you're facing a man that literally makes up scenarios in his head in order to just find anything that will fuel him, you're probably in trouble. You see, Coach Calipari didn't necessarily do anything wrong in this particular instance. He didn't say a single word to or about Jordan, but he didn't have to. It was just the way he coached that rubbed Jordan the wrong way. Michael said he found it very annoying that John Calipari was always screaming towards his players at the top of his lungs, running up and down the court. He thought he was overdoing it with his sideline antics, and said that he doesn't know how the Nets players deal with him. Well, it looked like Jordan found his reason to go ahead and torch them. He went with it and never looked back.
Hey, Jordan real life don't like that man, bro. What? He like, man, you coach weird, man. Fuck it, I'm mad now. I'm mad he's coach bad. Fuck. Now I gotta get y'all. Jordan. Hey, you a sick man. You a sick man, Jordan. He's like, man, I don't like how y'all coach, so I'm finna show him. I'm finna show him why he don't coach good. Come here. Come here, fade you. You cannot guard him. Why is he on me, coach? I don't know. You know what I mean? That's what he thinking.
Off the Nets with 38 points. And later, after the game, John Calipari said this about Jordan's death stare. Quote, "I didn't stare back. There is one thing I would never do as a coach. Say anything to Michael Jordan. Not one word. If he wants to stare at me, I'm not going to say anything to him." Man, no matter what you do.
No way he got that man that scared, bro. He got a grown man. The coach, he got the coach scared. Y'all had no chance in this series. Chance, bro. If the coach scared, what the fuck do the players have to, you know what I mean? What you think the players thinking? He like, don't say anything to Michael. Don't make him mad. We might win. That was his plan the whole time. Don't make him mad. We might win. Looks like he was staring at you. It's all right. It's fine. It's fine. Did he get mad? No, we have a shot. That nigga was so fucking. He sent that nigga back. He made that nigga go coach Kentucky. He was so motherfucking scared. That nigga said, "Fuck this NBA shit, bro. I'm finna go coach some kids, bro. These grown men got me scared out here."
You're never really safe.
What?
But this next player was literally asking for it. It was 1994, during Michael Jordan's baseball days. Bryon Russell, who was a member of the Utah Jazz, was preparing to play Chicago in an upcoming game. So the night before, he went to go work out, and that's when he saw Michael Jordan with his baseball trainer and thought it was the perfect opportunity to introduce himself. So he went up to MJ and said, "Why'd you quit? Why did you retire? I really wanted to get the chance to guard you and defend you, because I know I can stop you."
Dumbass motherfucker.
And Jordan just laughed it off and
Said
acted
that.
like he wasn't even bothered. But we all know Michael made sure to remember what he said. Now fast forward to 1996, Jordan was back in the league, and when he played Utah, he was well aware that Russell would be there. And right before the jump ball, he turned to Russell and said, "Remember back in 94? You're about to get your chance."
Damn, he said, "I'm here now."
What a move by
Whoa! Little right, little left. What a show, and they love it here in
Oh,
Utah.
my goodness.
Watch Michael's move.
Come on,
Watch
Byron.
Whoop! Where'd he go?
Go fuck here, dummy.
Poor Bryon Russell, that broke his ankles.
And ever since, Bryon Russell had a huge bullseye on his back, as MJ made an effort to go after him every single time they played each other. Now fast forward again a couple years later, Jordan could practically taste his 6th championship, as he would get a chance to take the lead after stripping the ball from Malone. And would you look at that, Michael couldn't ask for a better guy to guard him. Russell claimed that Jordan obviously pushed off.
Come here.
But at the end of the day, there was nothing he can do about it. Many years later, at the tail end of MJ's Hall of Fame speech, he talked a little bit about Bryon Russell.
Hey, when they be saying that's a push-off, this right here is a push-off, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm not trying to hear none of that shit, because if you hoop, bro, you know that left hand gonna do that regardless. It's not a push. It's just like, it's a natural movement. You feel me? That's why the refs don't call it. It's a natural movement. And that hand on your hip did not make you, you know what I mean? It didn't make you go all the way, my mouth said. It didn't make you come all the way down here. That hand ain't that strong, bro. You got, you know what I mean? You got snatched. You know what I mean? He probably had, I don't know how many points he had at this point, but it was probably a lot. So, if you want to blame it on the push-off, what about all the other buckets? You feel me? What's the excuse? Because he ain't push off on every bucket, bro. Just take your L like a man, bro, and just shut up. You was talking and you got.
At the tail
It ain't
end of
no-
MJ's
ain't
Hall
no-
of Fame
nothing to
speech,
it.
he talked a little bit about Bryon Russell and said this.
Believe me, I relished on that point, and from this day forward, if I ever see him in shorts, I'm coming at him.
And Russell took that as a challenge.
How's it going for you?
Good. Just making sure I stay in somewhat shape and getting ready to call out MJ.
You and Michael on this court, you spot him 6, game 7, who wins? On this side.
I'll whoop his ass.
That's it.
Hands down.
Okay, last one. When MJ arrived on the scene,
like that he's
he
still
was like
talking,
nothing we've ever seen before. He had stardom written all over him and effortlessly made the All-Star team as a rookie.
Hey.
But what was supposed to be a special night for the young kid turned out to be ruined by what is now known as the infamous freeze-out. It's been said that allegedly Isiah Thomas came up with a plan to not pass Jordan the ball on purpose and convinced all the other players to do the same, which seemed to have actually worked considering Jordan only scored 7 points for the whole night. Some people
No fucking way. It is so believable because y'all know Isiah Thomas is a D1 hater. You feel me? He said Jordan rookie year, he been hating on that nigga since he got in the league. He said, oh, hell no. He said, I don't like Cousin. He scored too many points. You know what I mean? He jumped too high. So you talking about, you know what I mean? I don't like Cuz. He got waves, all type of shit. I don't got them.
People say that everyone was jealous by all the attention MJ was getting, and they found him very arrogant. And others say it was because MJ was more beloved in the city of Chicago than Isiah was, who is a Chicago native. Either way, they did not want Jordan to be the star of the All-Star game.
Are you from
and
Chicago?
it looked like Jordan took it personal, because just 2 nights later, the Chicago Bulls' very first opponent after the All-Star break was the Detroit Pistons, and Michael absolutely went off, putting up 49 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 assists. And from there on out, Michael played possessed whenever he faced Detroit, forming a rivalry. But Jordan and the Bulls kept coming up short in the playoffs. They just couldn't seem to get past the Pistons until finally, in 1991, they swept them, causing Isiah and the rest of the team to walk off without shaking hands. And MJ took that as a slap to the face. And a few months later, Isiah would learn to regret that decision. In the summer of 1991, the members of the USA Basketball Committee took note and remembered the unsportsmanlike move Isiah did and decided to leave him off of the 1992 Olympic team, now known as the Dream Team. At first, many were confused about that decision, but then it all started to make sense. Because it was rumored that Michael orchestrated the whole thing by saying that he would only play on the team if Isiah was not on the team, getting some sweet revenge with his own little freeze-out. Alright guys, I know there are several more Michael Jordan revenge stories out there, but this...
I think he blocked Patrick Ewing every single video, bro. Even if it don't even got nothing to do with him, bro. Like, do y'all see that, bro? He blocking that nigga every time, bro. That nigga, you can't... Pat don't get nightmares about MJ beat. He be sleepy. He be dreaming about in the league. He see MJ chasing him down. And again, little stupid ass boy.
This is where I'm gonna end the video. So make sure to.
That's the end of the video, man. I ain't gonna lie, Isiah Thomas, yeah, bro, you a chump. From what I these story, every you be hating on Jordan for no reason. Jordan ain't, you know what I mean? You hate because he came and took over. That's all it was. It's good though. It's good. You know what I mean, everybody need a antagonist in their story. You feel me? But that's the end of the video. If you like this video, drop a like, subscribe, man. Come back for more. Let me know what else you want to see. We do this every day. We don't miss no days. Road to 20K. You know how we do it, man. I'm out of here, man. Peace.